Whether you're looking for a tune-up, a trade-in, or a new F-150, the team at Davis Ford is here to serve you. Come see us today in Fulton. Call us at 662-862-3711 or visit us online at davisfordsales.com. Davis Ford, small-town dealership, small-town prices.
And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, out to the first broadcast of the season. Men's soccer taking on Gulf Coast here at ICC. The Indians in their red and white kits, Gulf Coast in their black kits, a little bit of blue trimmed on the sleeves, it appears. Adam Gore, CJ Adams, happy to bring you this action this afternoon. And CJ, it seems like we've been waiting forever for our home game here, but finally getting our first one going.
Yeah, a little bit of a break to start this semester. Usually we're going a little bit sooner, but it's good to be here on this nice sunny afternoon. Nice breeze blowing, not too hot.
As ICC will have that First American National Bank opening kick as it's sent down the pitch, and Gulf Coast will control. We'll bring you the Coca-Cola starting lineups as we go throughout the afternoon. We do have the ones for the Indians. Gulf Coast has the numbers on the chest, but kind of small, so they're going to be difficult to pick up throughout the afternoon here. So let's take a look at today's Coca-Cola starting lineup for your Indians. And it looked like this: number 3, Carson O'Daniel. Number 4, Reed Emerson. Number 7, J.B. Purvis. Number 8, Jose Villanueva. Number 13, Wes Rollins. Number 17 is David Marquez. 18 is Connor Murphy. 19, Billy Gipp. 21, Brian Romero. 22, Cameron West. And number 24 is Corbin Martin. And Corbin being named MACCC Keeper of the Week for Week 1. So he's going to try to come out and have another big performance this week to see if the Indians can come in and knock off Gulf Coast. ICC comes in with a record of 1-1, a win over Southwest, and a loss to nationally ranked Jones, a 1-0 contest last week. And Gulf Coast, let's see, don't have their record written down here. I believe they're 0-2, and they are also nationally ranked. So Gulf Coast with it now on the far end. It's going to be a corner opportunity coming up here for the Bulldogs. So again, as we said, that small number on the heart area, I guess you can say, CJ, is going to be tough to pick up in these type of situations here, but corner piece coming up here for the Bulldogs, trying to see if they can strike early. Ball sent over the middle, header, deflected, shot high.
It's a really good through ball from that corner. Perfect height to put it right over the ICC defenders, and really good opportunity there for Jones. I'm sorry, Gulf Coast, not Jones.
Up here for the Bulldogs, trying to see if they can strike early. Up here for the Bulldogs, trying to see if they can strike. Because we don't have the audio fixed right on the replays yet, but that won't take but a moment. And stoppage there. Well, one thing I did forget to do at the beginning of this one, so I won't do it now, is start the clock here as the scoreboard is not operating today. Ooh. Run it down to where we think should be the time right now as that ball is sent out of bounds. Well, CJ, both these teams early in the season right now trying to figure themselves out. What do you expect these two teams to do here early on?
Well, it's hard for me to say for Gulf Coast. Not really familiar when they get to see their first game. I did hear Coach Sullivan talking to our guys beforehand, and he was just telling them, hey, relax. This is your home field. Play your game and execute where you need to execute. So I think he's got a good game plan going forward. They've just got to go out and execute it and hopefully get an early goal. That always helps.
Yes.
And then rely on your defense to close it out.
And so whistle there goes against Gulf Coast. ICC will reset it here. This is Emerson getting set to send this one into play. And he's just going to cross it across the pitch. Pretty safe play there as ICC is going to survey what Gulf Coast is going to give them. Gulf Coast packing it in pretty tight defensively. But they are a team that likes to, once they can get in transition or make you run with them, they do like to force you to kind of play their style of play. And that was something else Sully kind of told the guys is, look, play our game, not theirs.
Yeah, and I know we've got a lot of familiar faces out there on our side, and I'm sure Gulf Coast does as well, because we played them, what was the last game, our last game of the season, all the way back in, I guess it was end of April, 1st of May. Yeah, not too long ago. But that was a well-fought contest on both sides, ended up going to penalty kicks, and Gulf Coast was able to top us there. But that was a very well-played match on both sides, so I expect a lot of the same today.
Well, ICC sent that one ahead, but Gulf Coast with numbers on the backside to clean that one up. Now they're just going to reset it and reset the attack. As we said, this clock that we've got running not necessarily close to where it is, as the scoreboard is not operational. Of course, had some bad weather come through. And speaking of that bad weather that comes through, of course, our friends down in the Gulf Coast area most definitely had some bad weather come through their area. So our thoughts and prayers out to those that are currently recovering and hope for the best of that. Of course, we'll be heading down that way tomorrow as football, the American version of football, will be taking on Southwest. That game was originally scheduled for Thursday night, but because of Hurricane Ida, got pushed to Saturday at 3 o'clock. It'll be a 2:30 Davis Ford pregame show coming your way here on the Red Channel, as well as Super Talk Mississippi 101.9 FM.
Yeah, sets us up for a bright and early departure in the morning.
Yeah. Rolling out of here at, well, we said 7:45. And I don't know, but part of the trio that's leaving out of here at 7:45, one of those has not been known to be an early morning riser. I'm not going to say who that is, but he's currently talking about himself. That ball broken up. Gulf Coast will get it back and reset through the keeper here. Seymour is getting the start at keeper here for Gulf Coast. And now the Bulldogs going to go to the top, trying to make it a foot race here. Has a chance, and dangerous play there as Martin didn't really rush up to get to the ball, and good speed by Gulf Coast. That would have been an easy goal if it was another step slower. Yeah,
he showed a very good bit of acceleration right there. And now we're trying to match it.
Indians trying to go to the backside, and it's going to be sent out of bounds. They say last deflected by the Indians. And this one, for the first time this season, the ball has headed into Firewater Creek.
Number 1.
We'll keep a
we need to run a tally on that this year.
Tally of that. So that's the first time we've seen the ball go into the drink this season.
And it's quite a drink over there right now with all this rainfall we've had.
Yeah, you can sort of tell by the field. You can tell it's chopped up a little bit from practice. Of course, Ida coming through, got those heavy rains there, and then a pretty good little shower come through on Wednesday. So it really hasn't had much of a chance to dry out. This one sent down the pitch. ICC breaks it up, waiting for it to come back, and they're going to get it and just deflect it off the player. It stayed in bounds, so ICC is going to stay on the attack here.
Yeah, Connor Murphy with a really good control there, keeping that ball in play without giving up the corner.
So the Indians in red, working left to right on your television screen, laptop, phone, whatever you may be watching on. We do appreciate those that are tuned in here to the ICC Sports Network. Indians and Bulldogs both scoreless here in the first half. Oh, nifty handling there. Now somehow works his way through traffic, but the ball just got away from him there late.
Yeah, very impressive footwork from number 8 out there. That's Jose.
Now the Indians try to go right back across the middle. They've gotten a little bit deeper penetration into this Bulldogs defense, but Gulf Coast is doing a good job of shutting down any type of attack that the Indians have had early. And then this one sent over the top, and ICC. I'd like to see them be a little bit more, I don't know, to the point in that back line, because a lot of times they're kind of just jogging, assuming that the Bulldogs are going to give up on the play. And there's been a couple of times Bulldogs have shown a little bit more effort. If one of those plays stick around like that, they'll be able to sneak something past us.
Yeah, and that seems to be their strategy early on. They're sending that ball over the top, just trying to run it down and get that opportunity.
No score here. Just under 36 minutes in the first half.
Got our first check-in of the afternoon. Millie,
Okay.
former Lady Indian here on the soccer field.
Here come the Indians with an opportunity here. Ball bounces away, kicks it out to the outside, but oh, what a stop by the keeper.
Yeah, it's a good opportunity right there. He was able to just dive in there and just disrupt that enough to grab it.
Yeah, that was just a good job, as you said, CJ, just being a body in the way. If he doesn't make that little last-second bump, it's probably 1-0 ICC right now. Ball's out of bounds. It'll go back to ICC on the far side of the pitch. Raphael Henry up top, running the camera for today's broadcast. Lee Adams updating Twitter, as well as taking photos of today's match. You can order those photos at ICCimages.com. That's ICCimages.com. Digital downloads available for $1. Gulf Coast wisely sets this one back up and going to try to reset the attack. 50-50 ball. Looks like it's going to be cleaned up by the Indians. And a little bit of a push there, but the official said, hey, and the push is what caused the ball to go out of bounds. So ICC ball. And a little chippy out there. Seeing a little extra pushing going on after the play. So ball loose at midfield. Gulf Coast lets it settle. Sends it up ahead, trying to go here on the left wing. Nothing there. Wisely backs it back out. Tries to reset. ICC collapsing quickly defensively. Not giving anything easy to the Bulldogs. Bulldogs now trying to reverse the pitch. Over the top they go with it. That one's sent ahead, and it's going to be easily scooped up there by Martin. And so the Indians are going to reset it here. Gulf Coast doing a good job of basically matching up man-to-man in this situation. Somebody finds somebody, and 50-50 ball pops straight up in the air. Header sent ahead. Gulf Coast sends it right back. Little pinball action between the two squads, if you will. Well, a Chamber of Commerce-like afternoon, especially when that wind blows, here in the ICC Alumni Affairs and Foundation broadcast booth. We do remind you that if you would like to learn how you can contribute to the ICC men's soccer team or any of our athletics here, or maybe even join the Alumni Association, to visit iccms.edu/alumni. That's iccms.edu/alumni. Indians with it now, trying to go over the top to the middle. Header is there, but we've got a whistle, and it's going to be against the Indians. Just getting a little too physical, trying to climb the ladder there.
I missed what exactly happened or what was called, but either way, Gulf Coast possession.
Still no score here in the first half of play. And to be honest with you, CJ, that's kind of what you and I were talking about over lunch, the way these two teams play and just the pedigree of these two teams. We kind of expected a match like this.
Yeah, this is starting to shape up a lot like that last playoff game we watched between both of them. And, yeah, I expect a lot of the same the rest of this afternoon.
Dangerous cross, as that is Jose with it. Now goes across the middle as Gipp. Gipp goes to the outside. An opportunity here for the Indians. Looking to strike over the middle. It's there! Indians strike first here. Purvis sends it home.
Just an absolute beautiful pass. And great job by JB putting that in the back of the net.
Yeah, take a look at this there. What a beautiful pass here. I believe that was Gipp who's going to get credit for the assist, and just one-on-one there, and the Indians take the lead.
Always good to strike first.
So Purvis with the goal. And the assist, as we said, coming from Gipp.
All the way from London.
Hopefully he's got family and friends able to watch right now. There is a Bulldog down on the turf with that timeout. Let's take a timeout with them and hear from Coke and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
Today tastes like a home game, like a huddle. tastes like we're bringing the heat. And like a front row seat. Today tastes like we're a team. And it never tasted this good.
When I came back to school this year, I brought my bank with me, and the student checking account at First American National Bank was perfect for me. No monthly fees and no minimum balance, and I can manage my money right from the app. I can do all my banking with text messaging if I want, and I can deposit a check just by taking a photo. It's that easy at FAMB.
I took my bank to college with me.
I took my bank to college with me.
My bank followed me to college.
I took my bank to college with me.
I took my bank to college with me.
It's that easy at First American National Bank.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. 1-0 ICC with the advantage here early on in the contest. And what a beautiful play it was. That was an assist from Gipp to Purvis, and Purvis found the back of the net to give ICC the 1-0 advantage. And as we said, roughly around the 31-minute mark is when that happened, or at least 31 minutes left in the match, I should say.
First half.
Yeah, first half. First broadcast, we're all messing up here.
I'm following you.
All right, so Gulf Coast will have it now, and they trail this one 1-0. CJ, we talk about this 1-0. You know, both these teams have battled, had some opportunities. ICC able to strike first, but we have seen Gulf Coast with some opportunities as well, as that ball is going to be sent out of bounds by Emerson. And Gulf Coast likes to be aggressive and go over the top in a hurry here, so ICC can't fall asleep defensively.
Yeah, defenders got to stay back, make man up on their marks, and just be ready for anything.
So this ball is going to be sent right back across the middle. This is Gipp with it. Gipp directing traffic. Now is going to send it out wide to Villanueva. Back across the middle. This is Gipp with it. Gipp sends it back to the middle. This one popped up, taken away by the Bulldogs. Now the Bulldogs trying to get out in transition. Barker with it. Now leaves it out wide. Gulf Coast on the right side, trying to take him one-on-one. Goes across the middle, finds it back to Barker, leaves it outside, and a save. Good save there. That one was on frame. Don't know if he would have been able to make it, but it was.
Yeah, Corbin was in great position to make that save. Threw it out quickly, trying to catch him. A little pushing and shoving on the far sideline.
Yeah, we saw that a little bit earlier in the match, and good job by the referees to come out and kind of just get that under control. Indians go with the short touch and shove in the back. Officials let it go. Emerson with it. Dribbles it across the middle, taken away nicely by Gulf Coast. But now here come the Indians on the outside. This is Purvis with it, looking to work one-on-one. Fires, looking to go backside, too tall. It's going to be chased down. Are the Indians going to be able to get to it? Yes, they will. It's Jose with it now, tries to go between the legs. Good defense across the way there by the Bulldogs to force him right back into that corner. Scramble for it on the far side. Two Bulldogs going for it now, and a whistle, and the ball will go back to the Indians.
That's a way to battle by Jose down there. Two defenders on him, pushing and shoving. He held his ground well. Got the foul call, so it'll be a free kick, basically a corner. See if the Indians can capitalize off them.
Yeah, this will be West to send this one in. Cammie, who got a chance to do a little broadcast with us last season, did really good. I was worried about my job. Oh, now we got one of the referees that's got his fancy spray to mark off where it is.
We don't see that every day at this level.
Not at all. Cammie sends this one to the back post. Nothing there, and nearly cleaned that one up. Good idea, as that was Carson O'Daniel who just couldn't quite get tall enough. The ball deflected off of Purvis. If he could have squared up on that one, that would have been Purvis' second goal in a big way there for the Indians. I want to say a pretty big break there for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, that was an excellent cross by Cammie there. Just a good line drive, ended up back post. Had the opportunity, just deflected just a little bit the wrong way.
So now it'll be Gulf Coast to send this one in play.
Second ball.
As this one popped up. Bouncing around, still free, and ICC found it for a second. Now they get it, and Cammy with it. Wisely just backs it back up here, and that's one of those balls we talked about, CJ. You saw Corbin kind of
just waiting on it.
Yeah, waiting on it. You got to come up on that because we've seen the Bulldogs put a lot of pressure on those type of plays here early in the contest. And, again, if you fall asleep, the Bulldogs will make you pay.
Yeah, maybe that's part of our strategy, make them run a little bit more before we kick it away, get them a little tired.
So here come the Bulldogs trying to find the equalizer here. Sends it from distance, looking back post. Too tall, out of bounds, back to the Indians. Volleyball, they're in action as well today, and we'll try to be updating Twitter. You can follow us on Twitter at Let's Go ICC. That's at Let's Go ICC. That's pretty much every social media we've got. Type in Let's Go ICC. You can find us there, as volleyball has got a couple of matches today up in Morristown, Tennessee. About a 7-hour trip from here, if I'm not mistaken, up above Knoxville.
That's going to be close to offsides.
And the official did not throw the flag up in that situation, and I was kind of thinking the same. They said play on. Remind you to stay tuned. At halftime, we'll have the Little Caesars halftime report. Take a look at a little preseason action from the men's soccer team this season. That ball's going to go out of bounds, and it'll be a throw-in here for the Bulldogs. Speaking of the Bulldogs, I want to give a shout-out to Don Hammock, the SID down there at Gulf Coast. Of course, they had football last night, I believe, at home, so he had a late night. Don does a great job down there for all you Bulldog fans. And we do want to say a special hello to those that are supporting the Bulldogs this afternoon, and thank you all for tuning in here as well. And going to be a whistle against the Indians here, and a great opportunity for the Bulldogs to find the equalizer.
Yeah, this is going to be a really close free kick for them. See what they set up. He's bringing his paint out again.
Yep.
What a treat for all the viewers today.
Is it paint or is it silly string? Because it falls like silly string.
Yeah, it's not permanent, whatever it is.
Yeah.
It disappears pretty quick.
I don't know what signal he was giving the players there, but almost like he was directing a cheer. So an opportunity here for the Bulldogs to find the equalizer. Sends this one looking the back post. The Indians break it up nicely. Good job that time. I believe that was number 21, Romero, that was in there. Part of that one to mix it up and break things up. And the Bulldogs being forced to send it all the way back to the opposite side of the pitch to reset here. Gulf Coast, they're black and blue. Working right to left on your screen here. Indians in their all red kits. This one sent ahead and easily scooped up that time by Martin. Quickly gets it back in play. ICC trying to see if they can catch Gulf Coast napping in their transition. Indians on the far side of the pitch.
See, the ball has not stayed in the midfield much at all. It's been they just speed it right through there. That's definitely going to be a foul. A little hip check.
And when you say, you always hear people say it happened right there in front of the official.
Literally.
That was literally, he might even hit the official with a little bit of that hip check that time. So we talked about the opportunity for the Gulf Coast earlier. Indians with an opportunity here. These aren't easy, but a lot of times, CJ, you see these are the ones that kind of turn into deflection goals.
Yeah, not only that, but they're hard to track too. With all that traffic in front of the net, it's hard for the keeper to see it sometimes, and it's changed direction on him.
Cammy going for that one, looking for the back post as it was Emerson. Emerson just couldn't quite get his feet underneath him enough to get ahead on that one. Good send by Cammy. It's the second time we've seen Cammy send some pretty good balls in play.
He threw it towards that back post both times. We got our first subs of the match.
Yeah, mass substitutions coming in here for both squads.
It's going to be Anthony Jones and Dylan Sevilla coming in, and Wes Rollins and J.B. Purvis coming off for a little breather.
Those substitutions being brought to you by our friends at Renaissance Bank. Renaissance Bank, the bank that understands you. Visit RenaissanceBank.com to learn more about their rewards checking accounts. They've also got some new commercials with Kirk Herbstreit just in time for the college football season. You can visit those at RenaissanceNation.com or just search Renaissance TV on YouTube. The Indians with it, and going to be a whistle against the Bulldogs, and that's going to go against number 7, Omar.
Yeah, official stopped the clock. He's going to have a little chat with him.
It's one of those that Omar might have had a little bit too much to say as he was walking off, and the official didn't like it too much and kind of let him know what the situation is here. Reached in his pocket twice, but never pulled a card out in that situation. You got to think probably Omar's going to have a very short leash going forward.
Yeah, and I don't think that deserved a card.
I don't either.
I think he handled that well.
And it's early season. This is, again, not a division match. Of course, these two teams more than likely could match up again in the playoffs. But, yeah, I'm with you on that. I like the fact that a card didn't come out there. Use it as an opportunity as an official to kind of stand your ground, and then also as a teaching moment for the player.
Yeah, and you don't want those yellows to accumulate either on the play, especially this early in the season. Yep. Now, if he deserves it, that's one thing. But these close ones may let him slide a little more this early in the season.
So the Bulldogs with it. ICC applying some pressure. Gulf Coast able to toss its way out of it. Omar with it in the middle of the field now for the Bulldogs. Looking to go outside. ICC double teams. Now forces them to go outside. This is Tamero with it. Termino, excuse me. And he's doing a good job of forcing Gulf Coast to kind of just pass it around a little bit more than they like to. They like to be on that quick attack, go over the top, force the defense to make a mental mistake, if anything. And then there's the ball taken away by the Bulldogs.
A lot of physicality over there.
Yeah, I'm going to say it's one of those that the referees are eventually going to. We talked about we like the fact you didn't hand out a yellow. It's getting pretty close where something's going to have to kind of get the guys' attention to get them back in check here.
Yeah, I believe I saw the AR over there throw his flag up for a foul, but I don't think the head official saw him.
So Gulf Coast still trying to find that equalizer. Sends it over the middle. Header bouncing around. No. And cleared out by the Indians.
That was dangerous right there.
Man, it's a pretty ball put on in there, too, as a couple of Bulldogs. I think if they would have communicated a little bit better on who had it that time, could have been a goal for the Bulldogs. So a big-time break there for the Indians.
Yeah, deflected into that space, and fortunate for us, there was nobody there to drive it home.
Again, you see the clock running on the screen here. We don't have the clock on the field to know just how close and accurate the clock may be right now. Adam Gore, C.J. Adams here in the ICC Alumni Affairs and Foundation broadcast booth. Gulf Coast getting set for another corner opportunity here. This one sent on its way, knifing its way in, bouncing around, and just too strong as he sends that one to Mantachi as it's deep into the practice area over there, and a break for the Indians again.
Yeah, that was a lot lower drive in than we've seen. Corbin dives, sends it back out. A good opportunity. He had a clear shot, just like you said, way too powerful.
1-0 Indians with the lead. Again, we do want to invite you to join us right back here on the Red Channel tomorrow starting at 2:30 with the Davis Ford pregame show as ICC football will open the season at Southwest Mississippi Community College. That'll be a 3 o'clock First American National Bank opening kick. If you're in the car traveling about, you can listen on Super Talk Mississippi 101.9 FM. So Martin puts a foot into this one, sends it down the pitch. Deflected over the head. Now Gipp with it. Gipp want to try to control, sends it over the middle, but deflected out that time by the Bulldogs.
Let's give some credit to Carson. I'm sorry, whatever O'Daniel that is out there right now.
It is Carson.
Carson.
Yeah, it is Carson.
He's done that several times already in this match where he's just kind of flicked that forward with that header to get into space and create those opportunities.
And, of course, for those that wondered why CJ said whatever O'Daniel's out there right now, I don't know. Carson could be a 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th generation O'Daniel on this soccer team as the Bulldogs break up that opportunity there for the Indians once again.
all of them very, very good soccer players.
Yes. This ball sent ahead. Gulf Coast once again trying to find that seam against this Indian defense, and this could be it right here as they send it forward. But no, great hustle on the part that time of Murphy to step in front of it, send it out of bounds, and allow that defense to reset, although it'll be the third corner kick coming up here for Gulf Coast.
Yeah, and Murphy was strong for us last year. He was a really good defender. Glad to see he's back, continuing that tradition, if you will.
Ball goes back into the drink across the way.
Number 2.
Yep. Of course, next Friday we'll have volleyball here on the Red Channel. I may or may not be here. I don't know yet. So, CJ, be brushing up on your volleyball.
Now, what could be more important for you than volleyball?
I might be on the road Friday. As that ball goes out of bounds, and they're going to say ICC ball. We'll have some substitutions coming in here. It'll be Purvis coming back into the contest for the Indians. Rollins also checking back in. And for the Bulldogs, it'll be number 17, Whitaker. And I believe he was the only one to come in for the Bulldogs. Emerson will toss this one in, and Bulldogs break it up as it goes over the middle. There's Barker with it, and he's pretty quick out there. It's been a thorn in the side of the Indians, but ICC has done a good job recovering defensively so far, but what a beautiful touch on the outside corner. And
that's going to be a penalty.
Yeah, that's going to be a penalty coming up here. And good idea, just too much far on his backside of his hip to be able to make that play. And so here comes a golden opportunity for the Bulldogs to find the equalizer.
Yeah, he caught him on a little side step, got around him, and then Dillon had to try to recover and put a little bit too much body on him. Can't do that in that box.
So this is number 7, Omar. Set to attempt this PK here. Steps into it, and he does find the equalizer.
Corbin guessed right side, just a little bit low, made its way through. All squared up, 1-1.
As CJ said, 1-1 now is your score. The clock on the screen, not official, but saying 18 minutes to go here until halftime. Would love to hear one of the officials maybe shout to the coaches how much time is left.
Yeah, past games where it weren't working, you could hear them once we get close to time.
Indians send this one ahead. Good idea, but no one there with him, as that was O'Daniel trying to send it forward, maybe looking for number 15, Jones, but too many people between Jones and the ball that time. 1-1 is your score. Abdul Omar with the PK and the equalizer. It was Purvis scoring off a assist from Gipp earlier to give ICC the 1-0 advantage. Now here comes Gulf Coast trying to get to around the corner. And, you know, CJ, that's one thing a lot of people don't think about in these situations. You just saw it there, and you watch a lot more soccer than I do, is taking away that angle of attack. And that was a great job on the part of, I think that was Romero across the way, that just did not allow him to make that turn once he got the corner.
Yeah, and that's what separates your great defenders from your mediocre ones right there, is able to understand that and how to take that proper angle.
So 1-1 is your score. We're in the first half here.
Another thing I noticed on that was, man, they're all but mugging David when he gets the ball on that far side.
Yeah, of course, he's another one of those third-year guys. As they didn't necessarily agree. Gulf Coast thought it was their ball. ICC thought it was theirs, and the officials agree with ICC. Substitution coming into the match here. This is going to be number 12.
Braulio.
Cuellar.
That's what the pronunciation guide says.
Of course, that pronunciation guide put together by Lee Adams. Good no call, is really nothing he done there. Both guys kind of just bumped into each other. Now here comes Gulf Coast with the opportunity here. Oh, beautiful touch, and now here comes, what a great play there for the Indians.
What? Offsides, okay.
And offsides was called there, but that was just two beautiful exchanges, one offensively, defensively that time.
Yeah, and number 23, Hasiel Batista with that great sliding tackle. That was a great ball pushed ahead by Gulf Coast.
Yeah, and easily could have turned into a goal. Actually did, but the offside negated that. So Martin will step into this one. You hear that breeze, and it's blowing into our face here in the ICC Alumni Affairs and Foundation broadcast booth. It's a nice day, but when that breeze does blow, it makes it a little bit nicer.
That's exactly right. No argument for me.
So Gulf Coast with it. 1-1 is the score here between one of the top teams in the South and one of the top teams in the North. Both these teams have potential to make a run towards the playoffs and towards that state and region championship. Now here come the Indians on the attack on the other end. Bulldogs quickly surround the ball, and a great job of getting it back and taking away the opportunity from the Indians.
Now once again, zooms it through that midfield, trying to get it into that attacking zone.
Take a look across the way. CJ, we thought about it before the game, said not a whole lot of people here, but
they filled in.
Yeah, they filled in. And as usual, seating in the shade a premium today. Substitutions coming in here for the Bulldogs. This is number 19, Podlaskis. Probably saying that wrong. I do apologize. And
number 21.
And number 21.
Seongbin Sun.
Yes.
It's a good day for pronunciation guides.
It is. It is. Thank goodness. A lot of our SIDs have started doing that in this league, and because we get those internationals, they have some interesting names.
Yeah, Sun all the way from South Korea.
I actually have two from South Korea. Yeah. Number 10, Lee from South Korea. So Martin sends this one deep down the field, and really nobody down there that time. And Gulf Coast kind of cleans that one up, and easy call on the Indians that time as he jumped through the player to get to the ball.
Just a little over the back action.
And good job by the referee there, because there's been times Gulf Coast and times at ICC both have kicked the ball away after the whistle is blown, and that time he just
warned everybody.
Yeah, warned everybody. Said next time it happens, it's a yellow. So you know there's no excuse now. So an opportunity here for Gulf Coast to take their first lead of the afternoon here. We'll see who elects to step into this strike here, and looks like they're going to leave it now to Lee. Steps into it, tries to go low, deflected out by that front defensive line. And now a scramble for the ball, and the Indians, they take it. Jones with it, going down the sidelines, and he got a little assistance heading out of bounds. And now there's some confusion across the way on who's called what. Looks like they called a foul way back from midfield. And
wow, that is way back.
Yeah. And, I mean, you've let a good 10, 15 seconds run off the clock. Maybe it was one of those they just didn't want to take away the advantage that they felt like ICC may have had at that opportunity.
Possibly.
I didn't see the advantage they had, though. So this ball popped up. Rollins tries to let it settle. Mad scramble in the middle of the pack right there, and Gulf Coast comes away with it. Gulf Coast trying to get it at midfield instead, now taken away by the Indians. The Indians see if they're just going to reverse the pitch. This is Murphy. Murphy leaves this one out wide. Quick touch, but just popped it up, and Gulf Coast takes it away.
A little too much angle on the touch there. Popped it straight up.
Now the Bulldogs with it, but Nan nicely taken back that time. And now here come the Indians. Try to touch it over the middle. Finds it out to Cammie. Cammie surveying the defense, trying to find something to do with it. Nobody going with it. Now he's going to leave it out wide.
Really no opposition pressure up until now.
Batista crosses it between the legs of the player, now dribbling through traffic. Leaves it back, and then the Gulf Coast Bulldogs quickly double team and take the ball away once again. Oh, beautiful touch here. He's on sides, and chance for here for the Bulldogs. They break free, fire from distance, but too tall. I think a little bit of a wet turf that time may have caused that one to be too tall, CJ.
Yeah, and that we've been talking about they going for that over-the-top ball, and they had it that time. Had the opportunity, just a little too much on the shot.
Mass substitutions coming in here for both teams. And, CJ, we're in the shade. We're talking about how nice it is out here. On that pitch, though, with the field being wet as it is, you know, it's steaming on the field, and that sun being brutal this time of year. So, yeah, you see some guys coming off right now kind of gasping for air.
Yeah, it's definitely warmer down there. And you know as well as I do, this field, for whatever reason, it holds water more than any other surface here on campus.
Not only that, but it also just holds air, as that shot out wide, no good. And what I mean by hold air, there's very little circulation of wind here. Like you can go over to the other side of the football field, and you can feel the wind constantly blow. But something about the way the trees are just packed around the field right here really doesn't allow a whole lot of air to circulate. As hear a little bit blowing there now as I say that, so it's trying to make me look like an idiot. But Gulf Coast getting set for their fourth corner kick here of the contest. Remind you to stay tuned. We'll have the Little Caesars halftime show coming your way. We'll look at some of our sponsors and also take a look back at some of the preseason activities that the guys were able to participate in. We'll have a Sonic scoring recap as we head into the break as well. Try to go up tall with it, and don't know if that might have been a miss hit that time, CJ.
Yeah, that was an odd placement for a corner to go.
So the ball goes out of bounds. The Indians will have it back now. We assume we were inside 10 minutes ago. Indians trying to go reverse it on the outside. And the Bulldogs, though, take it away. Whitaker with it now, leaves it off across the middle. Oh, beautiful touch on the outside. Could be a scoring opportunity here, but no, offsides is called.
And quick flag from that far AR over there.
Yeah, one of those decisions where a lot of times you question if they were offsides, but if you throw a flag up that quick. But, man, good touch, though, CJ. Good attack by the Bulldogs.
They've got a little momentum here, playing with a little more fire second half, or the second part of this first half.
1-1 is your score here. Ball gets away from the Indians as thought it was going out of bounds, but stayed inbounds, and ICC comes back and gets it. That's O'Daniel with it, being halted by a couple of defenders there from the Bulldogs, and simply is going to send this one back to Martin. He's going to reset through the keeper. Indians trying to send this one long across the way, just a little too far. Good idea that time as they were looking for Purvis streaking down the side, but Purvis didn't quite release on time.
Yeah, and that was a pretty good kick through by is that Martin? No, Murphy. Sorry.
Murphy, yeah.
He put a little fire on that.
That ball bouncing around. Gulf Coast will let it settle as that's Bell with it at midfield. Bell trying to go to the right side. Left side, and it was broken up by the Indians. Loose ball on the turf, and the Bulldogs find a way to get to it. Oh, nice touch across the middle. Corbin's got to come up and make a quick play, and a nice decision that time by Barton. If he doesn't make that, or if he hesitates in one more second, the Bulldogs have an easy goal.
Yeah, they're passing the ball really, really well out there right now, and our defenders need to – we talked about those angles earlier. They're not capturing those angles right now.
Mm-hmm. And now the Indians doing a good job of weaving the ball through traffic. They get it on their side of the pitch. First time in a while that the Indians have been down here. CJ, the Indians just need to get that time of possession, field of position, if you will, to borrow a football terminology, back in their favor here in the closing moments of this first half.
Yeah, I think we're seeing a little fatigue out there as well from a few of the guys. Been out there most of the match so far. The heat starts wearing on them.
I saw the referee looking at his watch, was hoping he would give a shout on how much time was left, but did not hear anything. Ball comes free. ICC, though, able to get it back. Now squeezes it ahead. Opportunity here for the Indians. Tries to send it over the middle. He's got a man there, but had to worry about staying on side. And a good job that time by the Bulldogs, taking away that cross and getting the ball back. Gulf Coast with it now. Sends it over the middle. Trying to rush the ball up the pitch. They do a good job of it there. Just got past one of the Bulldogs, and ICC able to get it back. Oh, great job there, stepping in front of that one. Mad scramble for it now, and a lot of contact across the way by both guys, and the officials
pretty
let
good
him
little
go.
push there.
Yeah. It's almost came running in out of control and used one of the ICC players to kind of have a forearm to.
You don't call that right there.
Oh. Yeah, now
he called advantage.
Yeah, called advantage on that, but Bulldogs get it back now. Well, that's the thing about JUCO. You got to keep it under control because you're just one step away from things getting out of control. Shot across the middle, deflected. Trying to see if that was
real close to on goal.
Yeah. Good shot there, and now it was off a little wide left, and they're going to say Corbin did not get a hand on it. Ball deflected that time. ICC gets it back. This is O'Daniel with it. He's just going to leave it back to Emerson. Emerson, soft touch ahead. Smart play back across the middle. O'Daniel with it. Now is going to reverse the pitch. The Indians see if they can find a goal here in the final seconds and final minutes of the first half. Fires and wide.
Good opportunity there. Good idea. Shot it just a bit wide.
Take a look at the Little Caesars instant replay here. Left it out wide, and yeah, he was going for that far post.
He had a lot of open net on that side.
Gulf Coast, lucky that one wasn't on frame there. If it was, ICC easily with a 2-1 advantage.
Yeah, I'm with you. We got to be in the last few seconds here of this first half. He's watching his clock.
Yeah, so I'm feeling like I'm with you on that. Got to be in the final seconds, and that's going to do it. So I was only off by 3 minutes. Not bad, considering we didn't run the clock when we got going there. So it's halftime here in Fulton. 1-1 is your score. CJ, your thoughts on the first half?
I think it's a lot of what we expected. A good, hard-fought battle on both sides. Going to halftime tied up. I expect a lot more out of the same the second half. And hopefully we can put some more runs together and get another goal in the back of the net.
First half scoring being brought to you by the Sonic here in Fulton. ICC struck first when it was Gipp finding Purvis for the goal. That was early in the first half. And it was a PK by Omar that tied things up at 1-1. That is your first half scoring here in Fulton. We're going to take a break. Halftime being presented by Little Caesars. Back with more right after this here on the ICC Sports Network.
Look at this new crazy calzone from those brainiacs at Little Caesars. It's a pepperoni pizza surrounded by a calzone crust. Little Caesars got us again.
Is it more pizza or more calzone?
I don't know. What do you think, Pizza Bot?
Pizza, calzone, both. Confused. Pizza, calzone, both. Tell my wife. Bleep bloop.
Oh, we're not Big Pizza. We're Little Caesars. The new crazy calzone for $8.49.
Pizza.
So when are you going to get me back for the pizza?
Oh, personal foul.
Let's give him a Renaissance replay. Make a successful handoff when you transfer funds to friends and family with Zelle and the Renaissance mobile app. Let's give him a Renaissance replay. Make the right call for 24/7 roadside assistance and sign up for Renaissance Rewards Extra Checking today.
In Searcy, Arkansas, a young man says I love you for the first time, but his girlfriend doesn't quite hear. In Franklin, Tennessee, a boy encounters his first pickle. And in Kyle, Texas, after a mission for tots, cousins realize they're a long way from Kyle, Texas. One day, many people, millions of orders. This is Howie Sonic.
Get a free extra most bestest pizza right now at littlecaesars.com.
Ding dong.
Order $15 or more for delivery and get a free extra most bestest pizza. Use code extra pizza at Little Caesars.
Pizza, pizza.
Little Caesars new crazy calzone, Julienne pepperoni. It's so tasty.
Garlic white sauce.
Here comes the bite. Here comes the...
Yummy!
Was I dreaming about the crazy calzone again?
You also said some weird things about giraffes.
We're not Big Pizza, we're Little Caesars. The new crazy calzone for $8.49.
Pizza, pizza.
Look at this new crazy calzone from those brainiacs at Little Caesars. It's a pepperoni pizza surrounded by a calzone crust. Little Caesars got us again.
Is it more pizza or more calzone?
I don't know. What do you think, Pizza Bot?
Pizza, calzone, both. Confused. Pizza, calzone, both. Tell my wife. Bleep bloop.
Oh, we're not Big Pizza, we're Little Caesars. The new crazy calzone for $8.49.
Pizza.
If this just cost a little bit less.
Let's take a look at that with the Renaissance replay. Make the right call with over 400,000 shopping discounts right from the Renaissance Rewards Extra checking app.
Might be a little while before I get to the bank.
That's an incomplete pass. Let's give it a Renaissance replay. Renaissance Mobile Check Deposit. Make the right call and open an account with Renaissance today.
Here, you can be your best. The best train here. Learn here. Succeed here. Perform here. Win here. Thrive here. Itawamba Community College. The best start here.
Why didn't you answer your phone?
You're not gonna believe what just... You bought a Coca-Cola with 0 sugar?
Yeah. Why?
Come on, it has 0 sugar.
Yep. And it's delicious.
I don't believe it.
Just try something new. You'll love it.
This does taste great.
Everyone has a unique story to tell. Maybe your story has you performing your new song in front of a crowd, getting to play your favorite sport, or enjoying a horseback ride in the country. At Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our group of skilled surgeons understand your need to continue your story. That is why we are the preferred choice for orthopedic care. Thank you for choosing us. Our story is you. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi.
Get a free extra most bestest pizza right now at littlecaesars.com.
Ding dong.
Order $15 or more for delivery and get a free extra most bestest pizza. Use code EXTRA PIZZA at Little Caesars.
Pizza.
Little Caesars new crazy calzone, julienne pepperoni. It's so tasty. Garlic white sauce. Here comes the bite. Here comes the...
Yummy!
Was I dreaming about the crazy calzone again?
You also said some weird things about giraffes.
We're not Big Pizza, we're Little Caesars. The new crazy calzone for $8.49.
Pizza.
Hey Indian fans, I'm Ricky Murphy, real estate agent, Tommy Morgan Realtors, and I'm also a proud alumni of the All-American Marching Band. Itawamba Community College was my home for 2 years, and where you decide to make your home will be one of the most important decisions of your life. Whether you're looking to create a plan to buy your first home, or if you're ready today to make a move into your forever home, give me a call or send me a message so we can discuss your next move. And for my family, Roll Tide!
In Searcy, Arkansas, a young man says I love you for the first time, but his girlfriend doesn't quite hear. In Franklin, Tennessee, a boy encounters his first pickle. And in Kyle, Texas, after a mission for tots, cousins realize they're a long way from Kyle, Texas. One day, many people, millions of orders. This is Howie Sonic.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we get set to start the second half of play. 1-1 is your score, and CJ, you had a little bit of time to think about it over halftime. Let's put the coaching hat on you. What you thinking about? 1 for the Indians, 2 for the Bulldogs.
Well, I think the Indians are going to come back out like they did to start that first half. A little more aggressive, controlled the ball a little bit better in their own zone. And as far as Gulf Coast, I think we're going to see a lot of the same over the top, trying to get those one-on-one matchups, get some opportunities out of those. So I think we're set for some defensive battling right here in the second half.
Yeah, I think at the end of the day, conditioning could be the final tell of the tape in this one, because we saw a lot of guys starting getting tired towards the end of the first half. So it could be whoever can dig deepest into that tank and find a way to battle through some of that fatigue later on. Bulldogs will have it to start the second half with that First American National Bank kick here. They will now be moving left to right on the attack. The Indians in their all-red kits will be in the attack going right to left. So ICC will take away the loose ball there and now try to go on the attack, looking to go over the top of it. And ICC on the right side, but Gulf Coast takes it away. We did see things getting a little chippy at times, but the referees did a good job of keeping them under control, not giving any yellow cards in this match. And as you talked about, CJ, this early in the season, you don't want to have any of those kind of accumulate towards the end of the season. But overall, I thought it was a well-officiated first half. And as soon as I say that, then there's a man down. And, you know, we talked about this off the air, and I'll continue to say that David has just been beat up today by the Bulldogs.
He has. You can tell they've got him in their game plan. They're honing in on him every time he gets near the ball, and rightfully so. He is probably one of the better athletes we have on our side of the field, and when he gets the ball, he makes things happen. So I think that's smart of them to put him like that.
Cammy deflects that one away, but the Bulldogs able to come back and find it. ICC gets it wisely, just clears this one out. O'Daniel weaving his way through traffic. Good job keeping the ball on his feet and somehow finding a way out of traffic there. Leaves it ahead, but the Bulldogs take it away. And wow.
That was a thump.
It was. And number 17 was the worst aware of it, Whitaker. Kind of looked like me running into Big Ray. Just not a combination of success there. But the Bulldogs come back and get it, battle for it. Cammy takes it away. ICC has it now, and the Bulldogs take it back. Anything you can do, I can do better so far here to start the second half as the ball is going to go out of bounds. Deflected away by Gulf Coast. Well, if you're just now joining us, it was the Indians striking first when Purvis scored off an assist from Gipp, and then it was a PK by Omar that evened things up later on in that first half. 1-1 is our score. Gulf Coast able to take that one away with ease and loses it out of bounds. Start to see field position playing a little bit bigger role in this game right now as players slipping all over the place. You see that turf getting eat up a little bit more.
Yeah, and I noticed when they came off for half, a lot of them have lots of mud stains on their uniforms.
Try to get it back across the middle, and it just pops away, fires, and saved.
Yeah, that ball just kind of landed right there at the feet of Gipp, and he's like, all right, let's see what happens if we put it on goal.
Yeah, the fact that the ball kind of just got there, and as you said, Gipp did a good job of just saying, look what I found, and put a foot on it, and never know what can make happen there, and Gulf Coast makes the save. Now here come the Bulldogs on the attack on the other end. This one popped up over the middle. ICC clears it out. Cammy with it now. Goes left foot, pops it up to David. Then Bulldogs take it away, but ICC gets it back. Going to go to the far side of the pitch now, trying to find its way up. It's going to go through O'Daniel now. O'Daniel had it deflected away, then sends it out of bounds, and a fan not paying attention over there gets it knocked off their head.
She will pay attention a little more from now on out.
For sure. As that one sent, just again slipping as he went to put a foot on it, and the ball goes out of bounds, and the Indians will have it back. Again, want to remind you, if you're just now joining us, join us tomorrow afternoon at 2:30 right back here on the Red Channel. That's letsgoicctv.com/red for football, the American version of football at Southwest. It'll be a 2:30 Davis Ford pregame show and a 3 p.m. First American National Bank opening kick between the Indians and the Bears. That ball deflected. Ouch. That had to hurt. And the Indians, they got to do something to get the ball on the opposite side of the pitch right now.
Yep. That may be a card. It will be. Yellow for Cammy.
Yeah, that's going to be a yellow card there for Cammy, as you said.
I don't think he meant anything malicious, but he slid in and it just wasn't anywhere near where the ball was. Easy call for the official.
Yeah, it's just one of those situations where you get aggressive going for it. Sometimes you get that call, sometimes you don't, and And as you said, CJ, pretty easy call there for the referee to make.
Another good opportunity on the free kick here for Gulf Coast.
Watch over the wall! So a lot of movement away from the ball right now, and this Gulf Coast gets set to step into it, and an easy save there.
Yeah, it looked easy, but that ball was dipping pretty hard.
Kind of a knuckleball.
Yeah, he was able to grab it before it hit, because if it bounced, that could be been trouble.
So 1-1 stays your score as Martin, who just made that save, sends it down the pitch. Gulf Coast, right spot at the right time to get it back and go on the attack here. Sending it out wide to the right side. That's Whitaker with it now. Whitaker gets by the defender, drops it off in the middle, has a man, but
Great
deflected save, but there's the cleanup.
Rebound.
And the rebound there for the Bulldogs.
Trying to see his number. I can't make it out from this distance yet until he turns.
We'll go back and look at the replay here of its entirety as Bulldogs take their first lead of the afternoon. Is that number? No, not number 4. It's a double-digit number.
Cannot tell from here. He's on the far sideline. Either way, that ball just landed right at his feet. And good job by him to bury it, take that lead.
Don Hammett coming in saying that was
it's number 22,
Barker.
Fabian Barker.
Yeah, with the goal there and a big one off the deflection. That's what we talked about, those kicks from that depth. A lot of times you see that rebound end up being the goal, and that's what Gulf Coast did there. 2-1 now, Bulldogs. So Bulldogs with it, ICC. Needing to turn up a little bit of the pressure defensively, but CJ, latter part of the first half, so far here in the second half, Bulldogs' time of possession, field position has been in their favor.
Yeah, you're not seeing the aggressiveness we saw the first few minutes from the Indians. I don't know if it's fatigue or what's going on, but you're seeing them play back on their heels a lot more and really losing a lot of those battles in the midfield where we need to be winning and getting that possession and getting it down into the attacking zone.
Oh, Daniel able to come out and get that one. They're going to set it back now. This is going to be Emerson with it. Quickly gets away from it, and again, one of those lazy touches that we saw ICC have in the first half that Gulf Coast nearly took advantage of, nearly taken advantage of there again, but ICC able to dodge that bullet. Cammy with it over the middle. He's going to go left foot out wide now. Back across the middle they go. This is Jip trying to go to work, but the ball taken away by the Bulldogs again. Well, every time the ICC does get the ball on their side of the pitch, it doesn't take long for the Bulldogs to get it back and control the way the game's going right now. Ball deflected away, but the Bulldogs able to come away with it once again. Now here come the Bulldogs. Opportunity here to see if they can go up 2 goals.
He's got a man over here.
And Martin comes out and makes the save. Or excuse me, not necessarily the save, but breaks it up. And
good job by Brian Romero to clear that ball out. Let everybody reset.
Yeah, because he got enough of a foot on it. Did the Gulf Coast player to keep it in play, or sort of spin it out of his gut that time.
I don't know if he didn't see but there was a guy streaking down this far or near sideline here that was wide open and would have been about as easy as goals you could have got at this level.
So it'll be a toss in on the far side of the pitch. Gulf Coast with a 2-1 advantage here. Sends this one over the middle, and that ball's still dangerous, and Martin has to come out and make a play on it. Well, right now, the Bulldogs, the aggressor in the contest, ICC, kind of just standing around watching.
Yeah, I don't like the body language I'm seeing from up here. I'd like to see a little more pep and a little more aggressiveness even.
Indians with it. Bulldogs, though, take it back again. It's been all Bulldogs here in the second half. This ball popped up, and will eventually spin out. Substitution will come in here. I don't know that a substitution. I think two guys. Actually, I think they're putting another guy on the field because I think two came out in the last substitution. And so they were actually a man down on that previous possession. So the Bulldogs with the ball again, working left to right on your screen, wearing the black and blue kits. Numbers outlined in gold. ICC and the all red kits. Got a little bit of white trim on the shorts and white numbers. Fires stopped and cleared out that time.
Again, Romero right there to send it out. And that one's down in the ditch. Number 3.
Martin did a good job there, but as you said, Romero, Johnny on the spot to clean things up in that situation. If not, could have been third goal of the afternoon there for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, and that ball's bouncing off Corbin, and kind of just stopping, just waiting to be put home. He's going to have to grab those, keep those rebounds to a minimum.
And yeah,
elbow to the back.
No questioning that. And one of my favorite things in sports, whether it be soccer or basketball, when you get called for a foul, the kids automatically throw their hands up as if they've never fouled in their life. And that one right there, just about as blatant as you can get with a elbow to the back.
So again, another free kick just outside the box.
Don texts us and let us know that the spray is more than likely a foam that kind of disappears shortly after spraying it, that the officials have. Kind of negates my thoughts or preference of silly string. But kind of same thing, though.
Yeah.
That ball heads into the drink again, 4th time this afternoon.
Yeah, I think we should do a contest. Whoever can guess the number of times the ball goes in the ditch. Give them a gift card somewhere.
Get DraftKings in on that. Over-under action. Sean Wansley would be the king of that. So, I'm not really sure what's going on here. The yellow card is being issued. So
who was that?
It looks like it was on Rollins. Didn't really see anything in that sense. Of course, I
don't think that would go back to that elbow.
No, and
something must have happened we missed.
Yeah. And I'll be honest, I wasn't paying the best attention there. Bulldogs with it, trying to quickly turn around, though, but cleaned out that time by Murphy. That one did not make it into the ditch. Now the Bulldogs trying to get back on the attack. Again, it's been all Gulf Coast here in the second half, as a large part of this match in the second half and closing part of the first half has been played on Gulf Coast attacking side of the pitch. Indians with it now, trying to find the equalizer. They trail at 2-1, roughly 32 minutes to play, but again, as soon as ICC gets on their attack, Gulf Coast has had an answer for it, and they quickly take it away. Now here come the Bulldogs. ICC doing a good job of hustling back defensively, as number 19 that time just really couldn't make up his mind when he wanted to fire, and that allowed the defense a chance to reset.
Yeah, they've pulled their defensive backs all the way up over the midfield line. They're in the attacking zone with the rest of the team.
This one's hit over the middle. David breaks that one up. Ball, again, just seems like it's got a magnet to anybody wearing black and blue right now, as the ball has not crossed midfield until now, and it was Gulf Coast sending it across midfield. This one's going out wide. This is Bale with it now. Bale sends it over the middle, and nice save there. Don't know that really would have been able to get in there, but went up and at least made it look good.
Looked good on video.
Of course, when we talk about Corbin Martin, he is the reigning MACCCC, was that enough C's? Conference Keeper of the Week.
I think you got enough in there.
I always have to do kind of a count in my head. Because, of course, old school people know it as the MACJC or Mac Jack. Be what, the second, third year that we've been the MACCCC now?
Something like that.
I think so.
I think we'd be able to keep up with it if it's only 2 or 3 years.
You're correct. So the Indians will have it here. West will send it here on the left side near the scoreboard. That's going to be Romero with it. Sends it over the middle, back post.
Good opportunity.
Good opportunity here, but golly, Gulf Coast once again just right spot at the right time as the ball came out to the feet of Purvis. Just took a funky hop on him for him to be able to step into it and put a strike on it.
Good takeaway by David.
This ball sent ahead and will be cleaned up there by the Bulldogs.
Oh.
Ouch.
Yeah, that's going to be a card.
You heard the contact all the way up here. I don't even know. You might have been able to hear it over the microphone there. That's going to be on Omar. I think that's one of those, if Omar wouldn't have had the situation in the first half, that one probably wouldn't have been let go. But he's drawn the attention of the referee a couple of times.
But also, if the referee would have given him one in that first half, he's out of the game at this point. So I think that's what Coach Sullivan was yelling out, asking the official, was that not a red? But I don't believe he gave him a yellow in that first time.
No, he did not. He did not. It was just one of those situations where he got talked to a couple of times. And that's the reason why we said we agreed with those early on not to give out those yellows, but the officials, they did late in that first half of play come out and say, guys, this is this is that. Next time we have these situations, cards will fly, and that's been the case here. So kudos to the officials being pretty straight shooters today.
Yeah, I think they've called a good game so far on both sides. They're calling it right down the middle.
The Indians come away with that loose ball there. They trail this one 2-1. Inside 30 minutes to play here, and as soon as I say ICC takes control, then I look up and Gulf Coast has it right back. Trying to go with the baseline here, sends it across the middle. That one deflected away. West was able to get a hip on it, and that one cleared out there by David. Thought about going for distance, and good job that time by Purvis. Just kind of distracted him more than anything, and Bulldogs will reset towards midfield.
That's going to be offsides.
And easily called that time, and the Indians will have it here. Well, CJ, we've seen the Indians almost halfway through the second half now. Your thoughts for the Indians and what they need to do to try to find this equalizer and possibly sneak something out late?
Well, they've got to dig deep, get some more energy, get some, some momentum. They're not looking good at all right now, so they need to step it up. Like we said at the beginning of the broadcast, execute their game plan. Right now, I don't feel like they're executing the way that Coach wants them to. So dig deep. You've got just a little bit of time left. See if you can get that equalizer.
So Martin's going to put a foot into this one, and Gulf Coast again comes away with it. They have dominated the time of possession, field position. Sends this one over the middle. Opportunity here, strikes and saved. Big save there by Martinez. That was a big time strike by Gulf Coast.
He got a really good look and a really good foot on that ball. Great job by Corbin keeping that one out.
Yeah, he had to get tall and get big on that one there. Substitutions coming in for both teams for ICC. That is Sammy Gallardo coming into the match. And then Samuel Franco coming into the match as well here for the Indians. So will this be a corner piece? Yes, it will be a corner coming up here. The fifth corner of the afternoon here for the Bulldogs. I've got ICC with no corners so far.
I believe we had one earlier that Cammy had. That's the only one I remember, at least.
That was actually a kick from.
That's true. It wasn't a true corner.
Wasn't a true corner, but an almost corner. Well, Gulf Coast with it. ICC clears it out. Bulldogs staying on the attack now, sends it over the middle. Fires, deflected, and ICC tries to clear it out. Whiffs on the kick. And then Cammie does a good job of just getting that one down the pitch.
Yeah, that was another one. He tried to clear it, and it just kind of died right there in the box and just laid there.
Yeah, luckily, no Bulldog was paying attention that time. But you can hear the wind picking up. And
yeah, he's not going to call it.
Yeah,
went all the way through. He was getting ready to, though.
Yeah, he was. He was going to throw it up, and even the Gulf Coast player looked to the side and kind of just nodded at him, said, yeah, I was offsides. And since there's really no advantage given there and the ICC keeper was able to come up and get it, they said play on. Trying to go out wide with it now, and they do so. This is Hoskins with it, and he's taken down, and
that's going to be another yellow.
Another yellow coming out, and that one's going to go against number 21. That is the third yellow of the afternoon issued to the Indians.
And to me, that was a borderline. That could have been just a foul, but he's calling it tight. So
I think that's one thing the referees probably, we talk about the teams going in at halftime. The referees probably went in at halftime as too and said, guys, look, and we're not, when we say it got chippy, we're not talking about,
No, I've seen much worse.
Yeah, we've seen a lot worse. But it was going towards that way, and they probably come out and say, guys, all right, we're going to have to kind of get things back in order here, and decided how they wanted to call it. They've stuck to it.
Yeah, in this sport, any little bit of physicality can escalate so quickly.
Yeah. So another opportunity here for the Bulldogs. They lead it 2-1. That one deflected off the back of that front line there. The ball is going to be sent out wide, and it's going to go out of bounds. And it will be a corner opportunity coming up here for the Bulldogs.
Carson O'Daniel going to check back in. Glad to see he's okay.
He'll come in. Cammie will come out. And also coming in is Lopez for the Bulldogs, wearing number 20. And it looks like
number 5.
Believe so.
Yep. Adam Holland coming up.
And so a corner kick coming up here for the Bulldogs. They still clinging to a 2-1 lead. As we said, this clock not official on the scoreboard that you see as the scoreboard is out here in Fulton. And just not a good sin there. And the one trickled across the middle. The Bulldogs going to try to clean this one up, and it's going to go out of bounds. It'll be another corner kick coming up here for Gulf Coast.
Just do it from the other side this time.
Yeah, a redo, if you will. Join us tomorrow, 2:30 for the Davis Ford pregame show. ICC football coming your way. The Indians taking on the Bears of Southwest Mississippi down in Summit. That game was originally scheduled for Thursday, but
I can guarantee that'll be the best JUCO game played tomorrow in the state.
And you're right. Hurricane Ida forcing that one to Saturday. This ball sent over the middle, deflected up, and
that was an awkward land there by O'Daniel.
Yeah, say O'Daniel nearly turned a flip. Looks like that time number 10 for Gulf Coast. Lee kind of took an awkward step and comes up a little gimpy there.
Oh, that's not good. Murphy slid in, I think twisted a little funny, grabbing his back.
Yeah. So he's going to try to walk it off there with a noticeable limp in that situation.
Yeah, he's been a mainstay back there today.
And it'll be another corner kick coming up here for the Bulldogs. I've got that as number 8 for Gulf Coast. And this match has been played on this side of the pitch pretty much the entire second half. This one's sent deep on the backside. Bulldogs couldn't quite get tall enough to get on top of that header there. Able to keep possession of it now. Drops it back across the middle. Fires, deflected out of bounds, and guess what?
Another corner.
You are correct, sir.
Well, that's something you don't see every day. A bush hog over here on
That's
the back
true.
side of the field.
Of course, when we look over that way, we're looking towards Davis Ford. If you're looking for your next new or used automobile, go by and see Tab and all the great folks out there at Davis Ford. Experience that Davis Ford difference. My car is on its last leg as there's a shot inside and a nice save.
Yeah, good job by Corbin. A lot of blue jerseys right there near him.
And he took a little contact as well, was able to stay focused and keep that one in. Good job. We talk about Corbin, talk about Gulf Coast just making that thing dangerous.
Absolutely. I mean, they're just pretty much doing whatever they want in that offensive zone right now. And I think we're very fortunate that there's only been one more goal.
Mm-hmm. And there's going to be another corner coming up here for the Bulldogs. Yeah, it's just been it's been a weird match. Just looking how it's dominated right now, you would think Gulf Coast would be up a couple of goals, 3 goals in this situation. And they've had their opportunities.
They have.
But the Indians,
they're doing just enough.
Yeah, doing just enough, but it's almost like they've lost the aggressiveness as we saw in the first half. As this one bouncing around, header floated up, and it's going to go out of bounds. And it'll be a goal kick coming up here for the Indians. But, yeah, ICC, when they first came out, was able to get that first goal, CJ. You talked about it a little bit. There was just that, in Calhoun County, we call it that want to.
Yeah.
You know, they wanted to come out and look impressive to start with. But right now, and I'm sorry to say this because I know they go back and watch this game film.
Just not seeing it.
That want to's not there anymore. It's almost as if they're just out there. And we're not taking anything away from Gulf Coast in that state because Gulf Coast is doing a good job of taking advantage of the Indians just not being able to get anything going offensively here in the second half.
And the good thing about this sport, though, is any little spark, just one little spark can turn that all around. And this may be it right here. Good run here by Sammy Gallardo.
Gallardo with it now is going to try to cross it back across the middle. And just good hustle by the big man that time. Lopez able to come out, put a foot on it, and just break that up. If Lopez doesn't hustle down the pitch like that, that's a golden opportunity for the Indians. And that's kind of the example of what we were just talking about, just that extra effort, that want to. You know, Lopez could have easily laid back and watched it, but instead found an extra gear and broke it up and made something positive happen for his team.
Yeah, and you're seeing a lot of subs coming in. Braden Bowden just came in the contest. Wes Rollins just came back in. So some fresh legs out there trying to find that spark.
So the Bulldogs will put it in play here. We're guessing right around that 19-minute mark is where we're at right now. As here come the Bulldogs on the attack once again. And the officials say play on there as both were kind of pushing back and forth.
I think he got just enough of the ball. Not going to foul on that one. Good aggressive tackle, though.
So the Indians will throw this one in and throws it right into traffic. And dangerous opportunity here, and Martin fires that one back, and it's deflected away.
And go back to that tackle that we just saw. Rollins is playing with a yellow, so he probably needs to be a little more careful out there.
This ball sent around. They're going to say Indian ball here. Our clock showing 17:35. As we've mentioned, the scoreboard not working here. 2-1 Gulf Coast with the lead. As this will be Anthony Jones back into the contest here for the Indians. Not the best throw in there. As went behind the player. He actually had to go with his back foot, kind of kick it with his heel just to keep it in play. And of course the Bulldogs are there to take advantage of the miscue by the Indians. This is Barker with it. Swings it out wide.
It's a heads-up pass right there, dumping it backwards.
That ball's going to go out of bounds, and
guess what?
Corner kick. Number 11 unofficially here for Gulf Coast.
He's not in any hurry to get that ball.
And here's the thing.
I would
totally
not be
fair.
either.
That's part of the game here. If you're Gulf Coast, you do want to show effort like you did there. Walk a little bit, jog a little bit to the ball until the referee says hurry up, and then they'll eventually stop the clock once you kind of do it a little too much. But take full advantage of it. They've ran at least 10 to 15 seconds, if not more, off the clock before they put the foot on the ball here on this corner kick. This one's sent over the middle.
Oh, yeah, that's a
high kick.
Unnecessary high kick. Now, if he'd have caught it, it would have looked amazing.
Oh, yeah.
But, yeah, if you miss it, it turns out like that.
Yeah, that
was quite a kick to the chest of Murphy there. He's had it rough the past few minutes out there.
He has, and that's going to be a yellow issued on that one. I think it's 17 or 18 that just received that yellow. 17. Whitaker. That was an AJ Styles-like kick there.
He's trying to get up there with Ronaldo on that bicycle kick.
So mass substitutions coming into this situation here. That's one thing we talked about to start the second half would be the conditioning. You know, who has enough gas left in the tank late here, and we're starting to see some of that fatigue set in with roughly 15 minutes left in the match right now. So this is gut check time for both these teams. And so a little confusion on who's to come in, who's to come out. And they finally get everyone situated here. So
David Marquez checking back in at midfield.
David was probably glad he was out because we talked about he was, I mean, it looked like it was part of the game plan early on was to be physical with David, and that would have been one of those that he would have received that kick if he had been in at that time.
It's a good tackle right there.
So the Bulldogs with it once again, just dominating time of possession, field position here in the second half, and they lead it 2-1. A rare bad touch there taken away by the Indians.
They just give it right back.
They give it right back, and saw a glimpse of daylight, put a foot on it, and just a bit too high as it goes out of bounds. And we're going to have some substitutions coming in here.
So Jose Villanueva checking back in for Samuel Franco. So got to be thinking they're going to try to make a push here.
So that's Emerson who sends it ahead. Gulf Coast easily stepped in front of that one, deflects it out of bounds. It'll be ICC ball here. Again, a good crowd coming out to support the Indians. Lady Indians were set to play this weekend, but they were supposed to play down in Pensacola, but a team they were playing got COVID, had to back out. Couldn't find that second team to fill in that spot, and just did not see the value. Couldn't say didn't see the value, but budget-wise, decided not to play one match just in Pensacola.
It's quite a journey for one match.
Yeah, so they're going to be looking to refill those dates. We do encourage you to visit letsgoicc.com. That's letsgoicc.com to see both the men's and women's soccer schedules, as there have been multiple changes already this season, so you'll want to keep up with them there as well. This ball sent back, and boy, I tell you what, Anthony Jones coming in challenging. I like it.
I like the pressure.
And that's what you talked about, CJ. You need somebody to light that spark for the Indians. Jones trying to come in and be that person right now for ICC as they trail it 2-1. That ball settles with Gulf Coast. Now the Bulldogs sending this one ahead. They fire, and it deflects off the post and goes in. That is number 19 with the goal there. And that's a big one. That gives them a little bit of breathing room now, as he just let it settle, put a strong leg into that one.
That's Podolauskas.
Podolauskas with it, and it's now 3-1 Gulf Coast.
He had a lot of space there.
Yeah,
wide open shooting zone, and a little assist from the post, squeaked it in. Corbin did nothing bad there. He dove for it and just a little too wide for him.
And it's one of those that Sully and I over the years have kind of joked. It's almost like the posts are square here at ICC. You never see a ball bounce in, and that time it did for the Bulldogs. So that's just kind of been the tail of the tape here. Everything going the way of the Bulldogs here in the second half, and it's not because they're just getting the breaks. It's because they're creating those opportunities and taking advantage of them throughout the second half. This ball over the middle. Gulf Coast breaks it up again. Well, now if you're Gulf Coast, you can play real defensively right now with a 2-goal lead.
Absolutely.
We're guessing right around that 11-minute mark left to play now.
Still time.
Still time, but
you're going to need one pretty quick.
Yeah. And even still, we talk about Gulf Coast, they're forcing ICC to play a lot of ball handling moments on this side of the pitch. So the Indians can't really get on their side of the field. And now it's taken away by the Bulldogs once again. But there's a good job by the Indians. That's Gallardo to come up and get it. There's like a player down for Gulf Coast, and he's cramping in this situation. As they send this one over the top, and again, ICC just could not take advantage. And they are going to have a little stoppage here. Stoppage on the pitch. We're going to take it with them. Let's hear from the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi and be back with more right after this.
Everyone has a unique story to tell. Maybe your story has you performing your new song in front of a crowd, getting to play your favorite sport, or enjoying a horseback ride in the country. At Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our group of skilled surgeons understand your need to continue your story. That is why we are the preferred choice for orthopedic care. Thank you for choosing us. Our story is you. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi.
Action with Renaissance Rewards Extra Checking. Sign up today.
$5 for my own money?
That's a bad call. Let's give him a Renaissance replay. Sign up for Renaissance Rewards Extra Checking with ATM refunds today.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. That was number 13, Gonzalez. And CJ, you and I are talking about it. That just seeing him, and that's just a bad cramp right now.
It was. He couldn't get it under control there for a little while, and he was in some sort of pain.
Yeah, if you've
still trying to stretch it out down there.
If you've never experienced a leg cramp before, God loves you more than He loves me. I'm just going to say that. I have my fair share of them. Of course, being a former athlete, not to this caliber of athletes, but being a former athlete, we get them bad. So much so I'd have to eat a lot of bananas before playing anything. That's the reason why I don't eat bananas now. But I even get them in my sleep today, and that's just not a fun way to wake up.
Yeah, those that catch you in the middle of the night are usually the worst, too.
I was telling you during the break, I caught one underneath my chin in my sleep last night, and I'm bad about cramping is what I'm saying. So Gulf Coast, they're going to send this one down the pitch over the top, and Martin's going to send this one out of the way. And coming into us here in the your living room.
Cleared the dugout.
Yeah, the young man from Gulf Coast, not only does he have a cramp in one leg, he's got him in both legs now. And one of his teammates is torturing him by pouring water on him. That's going to be one of those, you better not fall asleep on the bus on the way home. That's all I got to say if it's me. But, yeah, they're stretching him out on the sidelines, so hopefully he'll be able to get those under control. That's Gonzalez. He's out of Center Hill High School. So this one's sent over the middle, just over the head of David that time, and kind of being just pinballed around, back and forth. And that one's going to be sent out of bounds. It'll stay with the Indians. ICC working with around 9 minutes to play. Got to find something quickly here, CJ.
Absolutely. Running out of time, down by 2. Need to even show a little more urgency.
And what?
What? Okay.
He threw that one in and just tattooed off the chest of Emerson. There was just no.
I don't know if I've ever quite seen that.
I've never seen that before. It was almost as if he was mad at his teammate and took the opportunity just to tattoo him with the ball. So here comes Gulf Coast now on the attack on the other end. It's been all Gulf Coast here in the second half, as they lead it 3-1. This is our only match of the afternoon here, as this shot from distance is going to be too tall, and it goes over the back net into the Grove area. And it'll be ICC ball.
Still, I'd like to see a little more hustle right now.
For the Indians, their next game will be on Tuesday, September the 7th. That'll be against Bethel University. That'll be a little friendly there, as Bethel, not a JUCO school. That's coming your way at 2:30. We will let you know if we're going to stream that one. We don't typically stream exhibition matches, but with us not having as many matches this year, we might, or saying we not having many matches, you don't know how many matches you're going to be able to have this year. We might still try to get out and stream that one, weather pending. Or I may just feel like getting out of the office that day. So the Indians with it got to start working with purpose here. They trail by 2 goals, and Gulf Coast takes it away. Now they get in on their side of the pitch, staying aggressive here, trying to build on this 3-1 advantage. Tries to go back post. Good idea that time, just couldn't quite get a solid enough foot on it. It goes out of bounds, and the ball back to the Indians. Well, right now, if you're a Gulf Coast fan, you're really liking to see how your team is staying aggressive, playing with a 2-goal lead in a match that they've pretty much dominated for a match and a half.
Absolutely.
Or for a half a
well, really,
half of a half.
The second part of the first half, and then pretty much the entirety of the second half, they've been the better team out there.
For the Indians, this is an opportunity you want to see where you stack against the South, because when you play in that first round of the playoffs, it's going to be against a team in the South, so you can kind of see where you're at, what you need to work on, and what you need to improve on to be able to try to make a push in that postseason play. This ball deflected up, and Martin will simply grab it out of the sky and quickly get it back in play here.
Yeah, there's a good possibility we will see them again come postseason. So not a completely wasted day out here. No. You can always, a lot of teaching examples here.
And that's
and you can get better from here.
Yeah, and that's one thing Sully's going to do. He's going to play a tough schedule. He's already played Jones, a team that, like Gulf Coast, has a really good shot of winning the South. So he's going to be battle tested when it comes to getting into division play, which starts, I believe, in 2 weeks. Of course, the first of that division match will be against rival Hines at Raymond. As the Bulldogs with it now, drop it across the middle. And just simply lose the touch on there, but still nice ball control and good set piece, or not really a set piece, but a good attack that time to have an opportunity at a goal. And we'll say Indian ball as that one goes out of bounds. ICC starting to go deep on the bench right now, as a lot of fresh faces getting loose on the side, I guess you can say. Batista, who has seen a few minutes in this match, enters as Emerson will check out. Remind you to stay tuned for the Renaissance Bank post-game report. We'll take a look at highlights from today's game, get a final match analysis from C.J. Adams, take a look at some Sonic stats, and more, part of the Renaissance Bank post-game report. As the Indians try to go on the backside. Good idea that time, but again, Gulf Coast in the right spot at the right time to get there and eventually take it away. That's just been the tail of the tape here in the second half, CJ.
It's going to be a foul.
And it's going to be against the Indians there, and a good call as they really let it go for a moment. And then you saw the Gulf Coast player retaliate to it, and a lot of times that's what gets called, but Indians did hook him early, and so it will stay with the Bulldogs. That one sent across the middle, broken up nicely that time by the Indians. But I think now you're starting to see Gulf Coast put it in cruise control, knowing they've got this one in hand. So far, got this one in hand.
Yeah.
We've got it right around that 3.5 minutes left in the contest. Again, the scoreboard not quite agreeing with us today, so trying to run it there, and they're going to say play on here after a hard contact there. This is Rollins with it. Rollins crosses over the defender, trying to go left-footed, looking for the cross the middle, and it broken up beautifully there by the Bulldogs. Stop me if you've heard that before.
Good job by West, though, down there in zone, winning that one-on-one to get that cross in there. Not a lot of those opportunities have arisen in the second half.
You're 100% correct on that. Is Gulf Coast has played well defensively, and ICC, when they do have the opportunity, they've made them dangerous. They just haven't had that many opportunities this afternoon. But here come the Bulldogs with another opportunity here.
A lot of space on this side.
This is Son with it now. Wanting to work one-on-one, fires across the middle. He's got a man on the backside and sends it home.
It's just
as just a nice touch there as
that ball went all the way across the pitch on that.
And again, we talk about it. You look at some ICC defenders just kind of standing around watching. And Gulf Coast moving with the ball, happened to be in the right spot at the right time to stick that one home. And now 4-1 as a insurance goal added there by the Bulldogs.
And that was number 25 Johnson, I believe, that ended up with that goal. But that was set up so far back this field when they sent that ball forward into that space. Well done. I mean, that's all you can say at that point.
Yeah.
Very well done.
So 4-1 is your score now. We're inside 2 minutes to play. As this one sent ahead, and some incidental contact made there as Jones looked like he might have taken a slap or maybe a poke to the eye there as that ball sent to midfield. Gulf Coast lets it settle, and they control it. Now they go over the top. And a pair of Indians collide. Now they're going to try to go tall, and does it go in? It does. Wow.
It's just a heads-up play. They saw the contact between our defender and our goalie and saw the open net, put it on goal, and got the bounce. Add another one.
As we'll take a look and watch this develop from the start. I believe that might be 22. And it was.
It's Barker.
Barker with his second goal of the day. And it makes it 5-1 Gulf Coast. And
score is starting to reflect the second half.
Yeah,
now.
it is. And, you know, and that's eventually the way the game goes. You know, if you dominate the time of possession, field position, majority of the time in this situation, you're going to see eventually those moments pay off, and they're doing so late here for the Bulldogs. So 5-1 is the score, and we got a foul here on the Bulldogs. I did not stop the clock in that previous exchange of goals, so we're going to keep it at 42 seconds. Again, got to think it's going to be somewhat close, though.
Yeah, we're nearing the end here.
So this is Jiff getting ready to put a foot into this one when he's given the opportunity here. ICC would love to find a way just to find some positivity in the final minutes of this match to carry into Tuesday against Bethel.
Yeah, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe it's the first set piece we've had the second half.
I believe you're right on that one. So the Indians try to go inside with it. Gulf Coast right there, and I'm going to call a foul on the Indians, and I think it's a little frustration there as the ball bounced off his foot a little bit harder than anticipated and just reached out, grabbed the Gulf Coast player, and got the whistle. And so he said scoreboard not operating, so we don't know how much time is actually left. So I'm just going to run the clock here. As the Indians have it. And again, just Gulf Coast relentless defensively, and it showed all day today. And if you're the Indians, well, you got a little bit of room to grow, and that's a good thing. You can always battle back and learn from this match today and fight for a better day. And there's Gulf Coast taking it away. And you hear the Gulf Coast players next to us, rightfully so, enjoying the day they've had as they have looked impressive today. Go out wide with it. Try to get it across the middle. Broken up by the Indians as time has expired on my clock, so got to think we're close to the end of the match here. So the Indians with it again, want to find a way to finish strong. And that's not going to do it. A lot of standing around and watching here in the final moments of the match here. And it's going to be one when Coach Sullivan goes back and watches the game film. He's going to have plenty of notes for his guys. You got one choice. Learn from it, grow to be a better team, or just drop your head and try to finish out the season.
Still a lot of season left to go, though.
There he is. Ball just kind of bouncing around between teams right now as Gulf Coast leads this one 5-1. A barrage of goals in the final 8 minutes has separated these two teams here, or actually the final 5 minutes. And Turf Monster coming up there. As we talked about, we figured that would come part of it. All the rain that's been through the area you saw there, just Jones couldn't get his feet underneath him, slipped down, and Gulf Coast. And really, to tell the tape again, Gulf Coast taking advantage of ICC's mistakes.
Another opportunity right here.
Fires, and that
just
one
wide.
Just wide.
And really, nobody's stepping into that shooting zone there to take that away. Fortunate that wasn't another one. Just looked at on his watch a little bit.
Yeah.
Not enough to indicate it's the last few seconds.
So the Indians with it now. This is Gallardo who had it, then gets it taken away. White had it. Now the ball bouncing around, being fought for between the two teams. Gulf Coast keeps possession. Sends it back out wide to White. White lets it settle. Ball broken up, and ICC gets it now, sends it up the pitch in a hurry here. Gulf Coast staying aggressive on the attack. Now this is going to be Jones. Jones trying to cross over the defender, fires, and it's going to be a save. And
that's going to do it.
That's going to do it. Your final score here from ICC is Gulf Coast picks up the 5-1 win here in impressive fashion. A very dominant defensive play today by the Bulldogs gets them the 5-1 victory. CJ, your final thoughts on today's match?
Some days it just ain't your day, and that's kind of what it feels like today. Started strong, good effort up front, and then Gulf Coast just kind of settled in and took over. And kudos to them. They played a really good match today, and that You get a lot easier bus ride home because of it.
Yeah, and it's one of those things that we heard Coach Sullivan talking to his guys saying, hey, look, let's play our game, don't play their game. And I think we eventually got into their style of play. So as we said, you know, once they go back, look at the film, they got a lot of they can learn from here. But as you said, CJ, early in the season, you want to see where you match up with a team in the South like a Gulf Coast and a Jones. ICC, unfortunately, 0-2 against those teams, but now know what they can focus on to push forward if and when they meet in the playoffs.
Yeah, still a lot to play for this year. Still got division coming up, so be interesting to see how we react to this, how we build from it and grow and move forward.
Let's take a look at the Sonic scoring recap, and we go all the way back to the first half. ICC took a 1-0 lead when Purvis scored off a goal from Jiff. Then it was a PK by Omar that sent us to a 1-1 tie at halftime. Barker, he was able to give Gulf Coast their first lead, and that would be all they needed there as they took a 2-1 advantage there. Then Pulaska, I apologize, goal gave them a 3-1 lead. Johnson 4-1, and then Barker with his second goal of the afternoon finishes off at 5-1. Well, that's going to do it for today's broadcast. We do appreciate everyone that's tuned in this afternoon. Raphael Henry up top running the camera. Lee Adams on the sideline updating Twitter, as well as taking photos. You can see those photos on ICCimages.com. CJ Adams joining me today in the ICC Alumni Affairs and Foundation broadcast booth, reminding you can join the Alumni Association by visiting iccms.edu/alumni. This wraps up the Renaissance Bank postgame report. Visit RenaissanceBank.com today to learn more about their rewards checking accounts there at Renaissance Bank. I'm Adam Gore saying good night from Fulton. Have a great, long, safe weekend. And as always, roll Tribe.
If this just cost a little bit less.
Let's take a look at that with the Renaissance replay. Make the right call with over 400,000 shopping discounts right from the Renaissance Rewards Extra checking app.
Might be a little while before I get to the bank.
That's an incomplete pass. Let's give it a Renaissance replay. Renaissance Mobile Check Deposit. Make the right call and open an account with Renaissance today.